Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing his 1 week update, and I know I just filmed my birth story in the same outfit, but you know what? That's okay, because I only have a short amount of time to make these videos when he's not crying. Well, he doesn't cry that much anyways, but between me, Mila and him, things gotta happen this way. So let's get started. Here he is, sleeping, of course. See if I can zoom in. Huh. Okay, so he weighed 7 pounds, 14 ounces, and he was 20 inches long. He is smaller than Mila by a pound, which is very nice. He has obviously a whole head of hair and long fingernails. Long fingernails. I need to get a file. But anyway, let's rewind. A week ago. So he was born at 5:18 p.m. and we stayed labor delivery for a while, went to postpartum. They did do the eye jelly stuff. I know that's kind of controversial, but that's okay. We could talk about it. And we went back to postpartum and we were there for 2 days. His jaundice level was on the higher side, but not too high. But they did end up doing the belly ribbon lights. Mila had the same exact level. It's the type of blood that they have. Mila has the same exact one. It's like a plus something or other, and I cannot think of the name of it to save my life. But he has two things, whatever it is, in his blood, same as Mila. Mila had the same levels, but at Sharp they did not put her under lights. But with him, he was put under lights. So the first night, I want to say, is when he was put under, no, the second night he was put under lights. He had one blanket light on the bottom and then one that came over the top. But let's talk about the first night. So the first night was crazy. Just no sleeping, just all the great stuff of no sleeping and trying to nurse and that hurting a whole lot. But you still got to do it. And just him not sleeping, all of that stuff. So moving on to the next day, that's when they had told us about his jaundice level. He had all the lights. That night he was screaming, so he had to be under them for 12 hours. They said 24, but they only put him under for 12 and then checked his levels again. He was screaming in his bed forever, so you're not allowed to take them out, only for feedings and diaper changes. For feedings and diaper changes, and he did not want to be in there at all. He had no blanket, no swaddle, only a diaper, and these little glasses or goggles that went over his eyes. It was really sad. He scratched his face so much because he was trying to get them off. I assume was bothering him. So I had the nurses come in because I was like, he won't stop crying. I don't know what to do. I want to take him out, but I can't. So they ended up, putting him in bed with me, which Mary Birch would never do, our other hospital. Putting him in bed with me with the lights on underneath of him and then the light over me, which was so kind of funny. So I could get some sleep because I wasn't sleeping at all at this point, literally up for hours and hours and hours. So he was on the lights and then they checked his levels again and they gave him a bath and he screamed, of course. And really in the hospital he was crying so much and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have this kid that just screams and screams and screams. And ever since we've been home he's been super calm and not screaming. Anyhow, so they do the lights, check his blood, and it came back great. What we did also notice is he has a tongue tie, just like Mila. It's a different tongue tie than the one she has, but it is a posterior tongue tie. So Mila has just a regular one, and then a lip tie. His lip is okay, but his tongue is posterior, and I was given the option to cut it. But I'm choosing not to. controversial or not. That's just what I'm choosing to do. So he gets, because nursing was hurting so bad. And it's another pain I don't wish on anybody. But I started pumping in the hospital with the hospital grade pump, and they ended up letting me rent the pump to take home with me, which is what I did with Mila, but I did it a month and a half later than when she was a newborn. So right now I just pump for him and then bottle feed him, and then formula if it's not enough. What I have noticed with him is he's a snacker. So I'm kind of glad I don't nurse, because he would be nursing 24/7 if he could. He loves just a little snack here, a little snack there. Okay, now a whole meal, now a snack. Anywho, so he is an eater, for sure an eater. We went back for his first appointment after we leaving the hospital, and he only lost 4 ounces, which is so nice, because the anxiety I had with Mila on her first appointment was so terrible about her weight, and then you have to go in the next day and do all this stuff, and as a first time mom you're just so tired, first of all, and then your baby's not gaining weight and you're starving them, but you're not. But all the anxiety of that, I had none. It was so great knowing that I can pump and see what I'm giving him, give him formula if he's hungry, a little bit more hungry, and it just washed away all the anxiety that I had previously. So we did that, and he looked great there, and that's where they offered to do the clipping, but I am choosing not to do that and just pump without any guilt, because it doesn't matter. Anyway, and I'll get into guilt and anxiety and all of that, I think, in another video, because this time around has been completely different than it was with Mila. This one, I am not emotional. I am level-headed. I feel great. My body feels great. Everything just feels amazing. I'm not crying. I don't feel like I need to cry. With Mila, or not Kane, sorry. With Mila, it was inside. I was breaking down, crying over my address, just a bunch of stuff going on. This time, I'm happy to report, it's life-changing. Feels so great. Feel overall amazing. Minus being tired, but that's part of the game. Anywho, so this first week he's been sleeping in here in my room with the Bobby pillow, which I know is another controversial topic, but it worked for Mila and it works now. So he does have the owlet on every single night. He is swaddled almost 24 hours a day. He loves to be swaddled. He's now waking up more during the day, which is nice because he's smiling. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see all the smiley baby pictures. It's so cute. Mila never smiled this young. I feel like she was 6 months before she had a good smile going. He's very smiley. He's pretty calm. At night, he does more grunts than anything, which wake me up, and then we go from there. But overall, he's very calm and content. We don't have another appointment until his 2 week and then 2 month. So that's cool. With Mila, it was so many appointments I couldn't handle it. But this time it's just everything from the get-go has been super calm. He's super calm. So that helps. One thing he does scream about is his diaper changes. And he does like to poop and pee, but luckily only when my sister is changing him. So that's a plus for now, until obviously everyone leaves and then it's all me. So that's fun. What else? What else, little man? You don't know? Lots of sleeping. I forget newborn sleep so dang much. But yeah, I think that's it.